Hi, students. Okay, so continuing on here, I'm more or less finished my structural model. I wanted to give you a look at that. So um, you can see I've punctured the holes, the opes in each of the walls here according to the elevation PDFs that we got. Okay, I still have to do that little thing in here for that there. All right, so that's more or less. I'm not going to say it's complete, but it is to a point where I can now start thinking about the architectural model. So, that's what I want to talk to you about here in this video. Also, um, what I've done here on the ground floor plan is I have tidied up all the grids. Okay, I've taken out grids that weren't of any purpose, didn't have any purpose. Um, and the two main grids that need to be left in are 1 and A because that is the position of the project base point that we're going to use for shared coordinates and stuff like that. Okay, so that's important that they're not moved or not left or not taken out. So if I bring back the I'll unhide that in the view. Okay, and you can see that, look, there was a grid line there. I've moved number 4 and I've got rid of quite a few here. You can see some of those in the background there. The lighter ones are the PDFs. They were the originals. All right. So I think that's a good exercise to do before before we share this structural model into the architectural model as well. There's another thing I want to point out to you as well. I have a section here, and if I just go to the view, you can see that the section was actually through the lift walls here, but in the structure, I can't see them. Okay, and you're going to come back and ask me, well, they're there, but I can't see them. Why is that? So select a wall. Okay, select a wall, and then you need to come over to its properties here, and you can see that it is currently structural unchecked. So if you check that, right, and then I'll just run around and do the other ones here, and I check those. They're now structural walls. And so click into that. If we go back here, you can see now they have appeared here. All right. So that happens with other stuff, other walls that you might have created. So if you do a section, you can't see them. That's why, because they need to be checked as being structural walls. Okay, so just to round up here. So I've done a tidy up on all of this, all the grids. I've put all punctured into the CLT wall. You can see the window opes here. I've tidied up the grids. I have added in a couple of levels. I'll show you these. So these are over here. So I put in a ground level as opposed to a ground finished floor level, okay, at minus 0.1 and minus 0.2. I put in a top of found level there as well. And that kind of keeps everything neat and tidy for me. So I've got my first floor, I've got my roof level and my atrium roof level. And I'm working on the basis of those there. You can see as well, one of the things that I did tidy up, I used an awful lot of reference planes in order to get the positions of the opes and things like that. So I selected all of those and I deleted them as well. So use reference planes rather than creating levels, because levels are specifically for floor plans and things like that. Okay, I put in a few extra grids down here just for to position the columns that I'm going to put for that external shelter area there. And if you look at your PDFs, you'll see that that is, so it's kind of driving the car in here, you're sheltered before you walk through a drop-off point, something like that as well. So I did that too. Now, in terms of the design as well, you probably noticed that on the plans, the curtain wall is going to come in around here, and that's fine. I'm going to do that. But I decided to have kind of a sheltered area there as well. There might be a door out here too, an escape door or something like that. But sheltered area there as well. I just decided to continue my foundation right the way around, and I think that helps. And I'll continue the floor out there as well, insulated floor will go out there as well. And I put in those 2 extra columns there, and I put in 2 extra columns out here as well. And that's just, look, I decided to do that just in terms of the structure and whatever else. I wouldn't be going too far away from the plans that are there. And I know Olivia and David would agree. You've got to be very careful, if you change in terms of planning permissions, if you change, if, external elevations, there's a chance that you'd have to go back in for planning or for um, a change of uh, elevation or something like that, So you need to be very careful about making decisions like that. So look, you got a little bit of freedom here in the class, and I'm more concerned with you getting the structure right and the building right at this moment in time. Okay. Now that you've got all of that kind of tidied up and you have saved it and you have synchronized with Central, okay, like so, and now all of those edits are now available for your teammates to download to their model as well. Okay, that's there. Now we're going to take a look at the architectural model. So what I've got here is this is the template, and I'm going to post up the template for you on LinkedIn that you'll be able to download. This is the architectural template as such. Okay, so you can see there's grids 1 and A, and here's where our project base point is located. So that means that we can accurately link in the structural model when we go to do that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up my architectural file, and I want you to use the one that I've sent to you because I put in families that you'll be using in the architectural project within that template there. Okay, so I'm going to close that one down, and we're going to go File, New, Project, and we're going to browse to where I've got that stored. And this is in my C, and date modified, it's that one there. Okay, and I'll hit open, and I'll go okay. So remember, don't make that newbie error. You're creating the project from the template. Okay, so here's my template here, and I'm going to rename that file, save as a project, and so this is the architectural one. So I'm going to, I'll come up with that, just move that out of the way, and then I'll change the S to a capital A, capital A, and then just for me, I'm just putting in samples so I can distinguish from all the others. So that's TDS, yeah, okay. So you'll name that correctly as David has told you how to do that. Now, okay, now I'm going to close down the structure file here. I just want my architectural file to be open, like so. Okay, so here's my architectural file. Now, the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to initiate this up. All right, so we're going to collaborate. We're going to collaborate in the cloud. Okay, and now we're going to find our folder. So this is my folder that I'm using, project files, in the whip, in the architect. All right, so that's the sample file there. And I'll save that now. So this is my working model. You'll be doing the same within your own project. Okay. Now, once you've got that up, once it's saved to the cloud and it now becomes from a single user file to a multi-user file, your colleagues can now download this onto their laptops as a local copy onto their laptops and start working away at that. And, so we'll just let that do that there for the moment. Bear with me. So down the bottom left-hand corner, that's new. You can actually see the percentages coming up there now. Okay, has been saved. Okay, that's great. I don't need to invite team members because you're already there. Now, so check the up here in the top, make sure that it is correct. So this is a local copy now of the master copy that is up there. And if I want to bring in the structural model, then I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to link Revit. Okay. And you're going to do this from the cloud. Okay. You're going to do this from the cloud, not from the local copy, because your colleagues need to be able to do that as well. So you can see that external resources. Here's your the various different projects that you have up here. Project files, I'll double click. WIP, I'll double click. Structural, I'll double click. And just bring this across. And here's my sample. And for the moment, I'm just going to do internal origin to internal origin. Okay, I'm going to use that to link these in, because we've not created the drop down box here. We've not created shared coordinates as yet, so I'm just going to do that there. Okay, now it'll either come in bang on, or it'll come in plan okay and level not okay, or something like that. All right, now you can see that the grid has come in, all of that. I'm going to go into an elevation here. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Okay, so it has come in. Now, the first what we need to do is hit the detail level up to fine. Okay, columns. Let's do a 3D view of that. Okay, and all you can see are those columns there. Why is that? Well, that is because of the discipline over here. So let's pop in here. The drop down box there to architectural. Apply. Okay. By discipline none. No. Okay. Let's get that. That it is. Let's just do structural and see if that. Oh, I wonder have I brought in the correct. If I inserted the correct file here. I think that's what the problem is. So just bear with me here 1 second. Yeah, sorry about that. I brought in the wrong file. So I need to tidy up my files there. Now, what we're going back to architectural. By discipline apply. Now, so I'm going to select that straight off. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go override graphics and view by category. And I'm going to half tone it. Okay. And then we should pin that as well. Make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. Oh, sorry, a little bit early. Let's just go into the ground floor plan and see. Yeah, sorry, a bit early with the pinning on that. So let's unpin it, because I want to move it to the correct position. So I'm looking to get the intersection of those grid lines there and move it up. So, okay. Now, is that correct? Is that correct? Grid line 8. No, it's not correct. Let's undo that. That is correct. It is correct that way. Okay. So it came in actually spot on. Now let's just check the elevation. Make sure that it's come in spot on as well. All right. Now, so we got two sets of levels here. And I think in another video I will show you how we can get around that. We can do a custom view of. So what I will do is I might go in and create these two levels within the new levels that I created in the structural file. I might create those in the architectural file, and then I'll switch off the structural level, so that we're just working on the architectural ones there as well, but I do another video on that. Now, basically, that is it. So we've got our half-tone structural model in there. You can see the ground floor plan. So we can start to think about putting in walls and things like that here. And again, I can override graphics in view by category, and we'll half-tone like OK. And we'll actually make sure that we pin that as well this time, so that it's not going to move. Now, so that is available now for you to start working up your architectural. So what would you do here? Well, I would certainly import in the PDF again. Okay, so that is my little underlay there, and I can start to put in the internal walls and the other architectural elements from there. So I'm going to do a few videos on that for you as well. So we leave it at that there for the moment.